Hey guys, how's it going? Owner here, and welcome to Euro Truck Simulator 2 Let's Play or episode. So here we go then, another episode. People seem to enjoy it, so I'm just gonna carry on. But one of the questions on the last video was which mods I used. So here we go. On the right hand side you can see all the mods that are disabled for this or enabled for this Let's Play. This mod though, however, I found it didn't work. It just crashes the game, so we're going to disable that one. It's the AI traffic pack, which usually gives all the cars to the what's it called, to the AI, the AI cars. But these are the mods then I currently use for this Let's Play. So I really think they are worth it, and they really make the game more interesting to me. We're just gonna scroll down it pretty quickly here, so be sure you pay attention. There's obviously the TSM map and graphics mod. I had that, but I don't really think it makes such a big difference, but we will see. So I should apologize as well for the last 3 episodes or so. I think they were recorded without in-game audio. I hope it will go fine for this recording session. I think it will, but when I basically watched back and I saw that the audio was not working, it was a bummer, really. It just was a bummer, but anyway, it should be up fine now. So here we go. Just let the game load for a second here. Game change detected, which means our truck will be reparked to a safe place, which is probably Rotterdam, but that's okay. So let's jump back into our truck then. Here it is. Sorry for that little cut there. I just wanted to make sure the audio was working, and it indeed is. So let's jump into it. And I have some news actually for you guys, because as we probably will get spawned in Rotterdam, but I have started using like my H shifter of my G27. So not anymore the shifting I did before, where I had 3 different modes: forward, neutral, and reverse. Now I can select every gear and the clutch as well, stuff like that. I really need to press the clutch, which is nice. Although it seems like it's not calibrated right on this profile just yet. So I'm gonna do that really quickly here. So how do you do this? Well, basically the transmission before it was sequential, and now it is real automatic with the clutch then, and also with my new pedals, Fanatec CSR Elite pedals. So wait, this is not the way to do it, is it? No, it's not. Wait, I'm confused. Real automatic. That should mean. Oh wait, here it is. I think adaptive automatic transmission. Is that it? I don't think so. Wait, it should be all fine actually. Why can I not put it in first gear? Oh. Okay. I'm very confused. I'm gonna look into this, guys. Be right back. Alright guys, yeah, I found the setting. It wasn't real automatic, it was actually H shifter which you had to select. But you guys haven't heard this truck then yet. So let's fire it up. Here it is. That is the sound of our truck. This is the first time you guys hear this, obviously. So here it is then. Not everyone was happy with this truck, which I expected, to be honest. It's a truck really you either, I guess, love or hate. I like it though. And also I think someone in the comments said, how can you not like the DAF truck? Well, I absolutely hate that truck. So there we see we are all human, and we all have different opinions and different things we like. Let's pick a job and start it. So this will be with my own shifting, which is a little bit new, I guess, a little bit off, a little bit different. Let's go with this one, I guess. To London, so we will have to go by boat again and go again to London. It will be a little bit new for me to shift with the H shifter. It requires some practice, I guess. You really need to get used to it. What I do found with the 8 shift though, because I have played a little bit on my other profile, I found out that I drive a little bit slower with it in cities actually, because I'm just not really bothered to shift the whole time. Which is pretty interesting, I guess. Let's pick up our job here. Our what's it called? Our trailer. 18-ton trailer. That's gonna be a tough job for this truck, I think. How much horsepower did it have again? Like 360, wasn't it? That's not a lot at all. But we will see. I like the interior of this truck. That is really what attracts me to this truck. If the interior was ugly, then I wouldn't have picked this one for sure. Because the outside, I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't look pretty at all. But I like the interior. I like the dashboard. I like these buttons there on the middle of your screen. Oh, pay attention to the trailer. Yeah, let's pick it up. What time is it? It's 11 o'clock. No, 10 o'clock. Okay, 10 p.m. and we're off to London. It's a 10-hour job, but obviously we need to go by boat, which will decrease our time we are on the roads. You know what's pretty funny too? I'm just so used to racing that every time I do a downshift, I feel like I need to do heel toe braking. For the people who don't know it, heel toe braking is when you blip your throttle with your right foot while you are braking with your right foot and while you're pressing the clutch with your left foot. And I feel like I need to do that the whole time in this truck. Obviously, it makes no sense. It's a truck. I'm not racing, but I'm pretty much used to it now. And I guess that brings me to our first subject of the video, and it is the pedals. So I have received the pedals. They were delayed before, but I received them now, and God, I'm happy with them. They are really nice. They are very nice. They feel really good. They have like a solid base. Well, it feels like I'm going much faster than 50 kilometers an hour, to be honest. High RPM to 15,000 RPM, is that? No, 1500. Yeah, 1500. Wow, 15,000 RPM on the truck. Oh wow. Okay, 55 kilometers an hour. But yeah, back to the pedals. They are very good. Load cell brake makes quite a big difference, though. I've got to say, it makes a huge difference. It requires some practice before you really get used to it, but once you get used to it, it's really good. And I'm not entirely used to it just yet. I mean, I think I've had this pedal set for 11 days or so right now. I know that I'm running a little bit low on RPM, but I don't care. I'll let it come up slowly but surely. But yeah, no news yet on the Oculus Rift. But it looks like I will get it in August, unless it gets delayed. You know, the thing with me is usually when I pre-order a product, it gets delayed. Like seriously, it happened to my rig too, the GD Omega seat I have, the play seat. Come on, hurry! Oh, he's going to leave a space. Nice. Didn't expect that, to be honest. So you might be wondering, how does this shifting work? I mean, I have a G27 with the stock shifter. Oh, shifted a little bit too early there. High RPM suddenly. Well, you only have 6 gears really on the stock G27 shifter. So how do I, control the 12 gears this truck has? Well, there's like a splitter, you call it, and you have different kinds of splitters. You have basically gears 1 up to 6, and then you can split it so you go from 7 to 12 again. And you can split it by pressing a button. I don't use that setting. I use a different setting. It's hard to explain. Basically, my first gear is second gear. Okay, the second gear is fourth gear. The third gear is 6th gear, the 4th gear is 8th gear, and so on. But I can also press the splitter button, and then it will change it. So then the first gear will be first, the second gear will be third, the third gear will be fifth, and so on. So that is basically how it works. And I do have to press the clutch the whole time, otherwise my engine will stall. So I like this though. I do like this, and I always had the idea to do this once I get my new pedals, which is the case right now. I mean, the feedback from these pedals is just great. You get, I mean, the clutch feels really good. It feels kind of heavy, much heavier than a G27, but man, I love them. See, so I am right now in first gear. When I press the splitter button, watch this, it goes to third, yeah, and my second gear is third. Once I press the splitter now again, I'm still in second, it goes to fourth. You know, magic. No, but that is how it works pretty much. So I hope you guys understand that. Drive on left. Don't forget to press the clutch. Oh, it's pretty busy here. I want an Oculus Rift. I mean, imagine looking around now left to right. I can only imagine how good it will be. But hopefully in 1 month's time we will have the Oculus Rift. Let's turn the lights out and only turn on the exterior lights slightly, so not the headlights, and the interior lights, the dashboard lights. Also the blinker of this truck is really slow, you can hear it. Tick, 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 you know, pretty slow. But yeah, as I said, you hate this truck or you love it, and I guess I love it. Speed cameras, well, only 40 kilometers an hour, so that's not a problem, is it? Also, I apologize if you hear any background noises. It's really hot currently in the Netherlands. Oh, you definitely heard that probably. That was, I think, a bike, a motorcycle. I live pretty close to a pretty busy road, so maybe you have heard some engine sounds. If you have heard that, then I apologize, but it's really hot, so I do need to keep my window open, to be honest. Go left here. So every time I shift, I take 2 gears, which I think is usual for a truck, because you don't really notice it, I think, going from 6 to 8. I don't think there's a big difference in going from 6 to 7. And then instead of that, taking 6 to 8. Although, up the hill here, go back to 8th gear. That is too much for my truck. Look at this, 44 kilometers an hour. Well, look at that trip we had though on that boat. I mean, I think it what's the right word here? I think it dropped, or we went 8 hours further in time, because we just have under 2 hours right now remaining. So that was a pretty long trip on the boat, and we're almost in London already then. Full throttle right now. Wow, we need to upgrade this truck at some point. 21,000 euros, so plenty of money really to invest. And I think in England you usually drive on the left and overtake on the right, so we are going to drive left here, as we are a really slow truck. And it wouldn't surprise me if we have one serious big like pile up behind us. It's not too bad, I think. Well, we're getting there. 69 kilometers an hour. 68 now. But we will get there for sure, and once we upgrade this bad boy a little bit, it will be much more fun probably to drive it as well. And then in the future we will have a really big company. So there we go. See this? Once you go downhill you pick up some momentum, and then it basically flies off. I mean, 86 kilometers an hour. That is quick for this truck. Not really feeling the need to shift though, as we are going up this hill again. And now the momentum drops away from you, and we are back to 74. So yeah. What do I want to talk about for this video? Well, last video the comments were a little bit different than usual. A couple of people giving their opinion about the truck, which is all fine, of course. Oh, that was the splitter. Go to 11th. There we go. Speed cameras. We should be fine. We are not even doing 90 kilometers an hour. Some people like this truck, some people didn't really, but they respected my choice, which is always good to see. For sure we will get a later truck though in the future. I mean, this is not my favorite truck, but I guess it's my favorite starting truck, you know. This is a good truck for me, in my opinion, to start with. And that's why I went for it. I mean, it's cheap. It has a nice interior, in my opinion. And it does the job. I think I can put all the lights out. I mean, it's almost 8 a.m. 8 o'clock in the morning, so it's bright enough to put those lights out. Sometimes at night when you don't have your lights on, you will get enough fans, but nothing of that happening right now. How's the fuel doing? Oh, plenty of fuel. That's a big plus, I think, from this truck too. It has a pretty big fuel tank, I think. I remember in my Scania I would run out of fuel quite quickly. And what are those things like in the sky? Look at this. What is that? Not obviously that. That's a hot air balloon. Pay attention to the road. Like that. See that? What the hell is that? Are that supposed to be birds or stuff like that? Because look at that. It looks like UFOs. I think they should be birds, but as I said, I think they look like UFOs or something like that. London. Okay. Need to drive in the middle here. That car behind us leave some space for us to get in this middle lane. And we're almost there actually already. 40 minutes to go. 84 kilometers an hour. I'm full throttle right now. Can't do anything more than this really. Oh, careful. Don't go in there with too much speed. So I don't know if you have followed the news recently, but if you did, I'm sure you will have gathered the news from the plane crash, MH17. Obviously something sad. I'm not saying that because there are plenty of Dutch people on board of that plane, but I think, you know, as a human, as how do you say this? How do you call it? As a guy on this world, I guess. It is obviously a tragedy to see it, and well, we need to know the truth now. But will the truth ever come in the media? Because I honestly have doubts. I never trust the media, and to be honest, I won't believe anything which the media says, and there's a reason for that, which I will explain too, but I will explain it later. Even when it's the truth, you know, even when the media says the truth, I am so, well, not convinced that they will tell the truth, that I just won't listen to all the bull, you know what, bull, and then you can make it up for yourself. And it has a reason, and that reason, some of you guys might know it, but I'm a huge fan of Michael Jackson, and I think, in my opinion, from what I have seen from him, obviously, let alone that he is probably the best entertainer ever and stuff like that. That's almost a fact, you know. Obviously, some people will have artists who they prefer. That's all fine, but the Michael Jackson, the entertainer, the artist, that is something I think, in my opinion, no one will ever beat. But then there's obviously his life and all the stories around him, and in my opinion, those stories are made up by the media. I mean, you are free to believe whatever you want, of course, but I think that the media has destroyed him And of course, I will completely agree that he wasn't the best looking man ever alive, and I will completely agree that in the last couple of years of his life he didn't look great and stuff like that. But what else do you expect? Imagine you were being, well, destroyed by the media. I mean, you won't look great. I mean, you have low confidence. Of course, it will make you look more tiring, because it will make it will be harder for you to sleep probably. But I don't want to really tell a long story here. The thing I just want to say is that I believe that Michael Jackson never touched a child in a bad way. Um, it's a fact that he had a skin disease called vitiligo, which uh, affected his skin color. That's a fact too. But the media, meanwhile, they tell lies, they tell stories, and it doesn't matter, or they don't care really when it's destroying someone. They only care about the money they get from it and those tabloids. I mean, they really get some money from that, and that is all they care about. They don't care about someone who gets destroyed. I mean, a good example, I guess, is the music video from Michael Jackson, the song "They Don't Care About Us." I mean, I think that will explain it. But enough talking, I guess. That's a little short story, really, why I just don't or will never ever believe the media. Obviously, there are some stories as well that 9/11 was an inside job, stuff like that. There's just so much which is wrong in my opinion with the media. So even when they tell the truth, that will be good, and there will probably be some kind of one part of the media which is going to tell the truth about what happened, but then I think a large sector of the media, as we are still level 5, will tell lies and stuff like that, especially for Obama. Obviously, in his fight with Russia, he will probably say things which are maybe not 100% truth, and he will only say that to show the world that people need to support him in this little war we have against Russia. And it's getting quite concerning now, this war. It is getting bigger and bigger in the Ukraine and Russia and stuff like that. But as I said, I oh, that's my phone. Sorry, I will turn it off. I don't believe a single thing really in what is being said in the media. Wow, looks like we're going back to Rotterdam. A big story from me there. That was something to talk about, wasn't it? Looks like we are going back to Rotterdam with this trailer, 19 tons, so 1 ton heavier. We are delivering chemicals this time, so another delivery.